Looking at this, you would say everything is normal, right? Not exactly. So I changed Minecraft's code to allow me to set the FOV slider to insane numbers, including negative ones. What does this mean? Well, let me show you. So currently we're just in a Minecraft world, right? Like nothing is weird, everything looks normal. We get the FOV set to 90 right now. If we change it, as you can see, nothing really seems to happen no matter what you do with it. Normally, this slider goes from 30 all the way to 110, which says Quake Pro, but you know, it goes to 110 basically. But we can go way, way beyond those numbers. This is 130. So first things first, you notice why 110 is the highest it can go. Mainly because it seems like your arm is not really connected to your body anymore. But of course, this is only 130. Here is 140. Obviously it's worse. And here is 150. So we're slowly going into the numbers where things are going to get insane. Now, if you have any form of epilepsy or anything like that and you can't handle this kind of stuff, it's getting way worse. So, yeah, the heads up. It's a little warning. But without further ado, this is 160. Already, our hand is really far away from the camera. And when we move around, everything looks really wonky. But it gets worse when you look up and down. Look at that. Look at how big the houses are, or how big they look, and then it goes back to normal. And then it goes to this. So in F5 mode, everything looks insane, but obviously this is still 160, and we can go way, way higher. Let me introduce to you 170. On the left, what supposedly is a tree and some snow. Oh my god. I'm moving my mouse really slow to not make it as bad as it is. But this is insane. Oh my god. Oh, I think we should try and go higher. Let me introduce to you 175. The clouds seem to go insanely fast. But that's just because everything is warped so close to me. Now, as you guys have already noticed, it goes way worse the more we go up. The reason we didn't go from 170 to 180 is because currently going up by 5 is already an increased amount. Let me go from 175 to 178 and show you what I mean. This is 178. We only went up by 3, and this is what it looks like. We seem to go incredibly fast, but we really aren't. And when we look up, that happens. This is what the world is like. That's what pillaring and jumping is like. The entire Earth, or the entire world of Minecraft, seems to be a sphere. It is almost a sphere. Let me go ahead and fly up. This is what the world is like right now. This is what it's like. But I think it's time to go even further. So, if you've noticed it, the closer we get to 180, the worse it gets. Because currently we're at 178 and it's already insane. What do you guys think is going to happen when we're at 180? Here's what happens. Nothing. We see nothing. And that is because 180 is basically like the perfect turning point, where the camera goes really messed up if you go beyond. So, let's go even higher. This is 180 plus 90. Basically at this point, it is like 90 FOV, but the world is flipped upside down. So it seems that every multiple of 180, it turns the camera. So every 360, it completely flips the camera upside down again. So if we go 90 plus 360, which is, 450, it looks normal. It's back to normal. But there's one more thing we have yet to do. We went all the way from 90 upwards, but we have not yet gone downwards. So, Let's jump to 30. This is FOV 30. This is still achievable in game, and much further is not really possible. Without changing the code, of course. But guess what? We can change the code. This is 20. 20 FOV. We don't have a fist anymore, and we're extremely close up to our face. Let's look at something in the distance and change from 20 to 10. This is 10. Let's change from 10 to 5. Let's change from 5 to 2.5. Yes, you can do half numbers. Now already, everything seems to be relatively close by, but it definitely isn't. It's really annoying to move your camera like this. It kind of hurts my eyes, so I'm not going to do it too much. But just take in mind how far away this was, and we're going to look at a poppy. So, let's go from 2.5 to 1. This is 1. And this is a half. This is a quarter. And this is 1/8. Now, it is already incredibly big. This is one mouse movement, by the way. Just moving my mouse by 1 pixel. What used to be 1 pixel decides whether or not the poppy is in the camera or not. Okay, I found a poppy again. I had to zoom out, otherwise I couldn't find it anymore. There it is, so I'm not gonna move my mouse. Currently, I put it back to a quarter. Let's go down to 0.1. Here's 1/10. And just to put it in comparison, the poppy that is covering the entire screen right now is actually this far away. Now, you probably can't even see it anymore, but this is how far away that poppy was. It was on the way. Here. This is the one. That's the one we looked at. And that's where we were. Sadly, putting it to 0 FOV results in the same reaction whenever you put it to 180. It basically flips the camera around, and once you go below 0, so like let's say -10, it puts the world upside down. So now this is basically considered as 10 FOV with a flipped camera. Which means if we put it at -90, it's just 90 FOV with a flipped camera. So sadly, this means that if you put it to the highest value possible, which I'm going to do now, here's what's going to happen. This is it. You don't see anything. This is all you get. Yeah, everything still works. It's just your entire vision is not there anymore. So yeah, sadly, minus or positive infinity numbers are not going to work that well, which is kind of a shame, but then again, we already know why it doesn't work, and we can achieve better effects without it. That's basically it for today, but I do need your help with something in the future. The upcoming videos will most likely be me messing around with Minecraft's code like usual, just trying to break the game as much as possible. So if you have any cool, weird, or game-breaky ideas that you want me to try, please do tell me in the comments, because I try to read every single one of them, so you won't be unheard. And as we recently hit 100,000 subscribers, I just want to sincerely thank you for that. The support towards my videos and subscribing, and basically everything on Twitch as well, has been amazing lately, so you're awesome for that. I really appreciate it a lot. But without further ado, I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya!